hop in here, press this button one time. What a feature. 99, so crazy. Release the handbrake. Reverse. Sounds like a trucker. Are we good? Yo, what's up squad? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dylan. So I can't believe it. I can't believe it's this time of the year. It's fall season. We got the colors in the trees now. It's almost time to put away the cars. So yeah, it is that time of the year. I still got some things to cover, to share with y'all. And today we're gonna be talking about the Toyota Mark II, the JZX100. If you guys haven't seen it already, check the video out. I imported this car. We picked it up straight out of Japan and it's finally landed. Ever since I got the car, I never really got a chance to dive into it, see all the little quirks and all the parts that's on it. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna talk about the JZX100, talk about my plans and why I picked this car up. And yeah, we'll go from there. Let's get started in today's video. All right, so we got this big box right here, and this is all for the Mark II. So we got the big box, we got big deliveries. Shout out to DHL. But yeah, this is all for the Mark II. When I imported the car, I also bought parts to go with it. And I don't really remember what I picked up. So let's go through the boxes and see what we got. First one on top, we got that super dry. I think it's a sticker. Pretty cool. Let's go through this. I see some Japanese newspaper. Pretty cool to get that as your shipping paper. Old Japanese flyers. Okay, let me bring this out. I think that's it for this box. So this is what it was. You guys probably know what it is. So that's the first item that I picked up. Let's look in here. Anyway, we got some company. Let me continue where I was. So let's go through this box. I'm gonna put on the tripod. We'll get a better angle. Once again, shout out to DHL. It looks like Christmas right here. We got a lot of stuff. Let's go through it. All right, so when we go through the parts, you guys will get a better understanding of what I'm trying to do. So the plans for the JZX100 is supposed to be the daily. It's supposed to be a nice, cool JDM daily, stock for now. But I didn't want to just get a regular daily. I wanted to get something that I can potentially build on. And I also wanted it to be RHD. So some of the OGs will know, but ever since I had my Miata, I always wanted some sort of drift build. That car was supposed to be a drift car, but we ended up selling it. Before I bought the S2K, I wanted a 240, I wanted an S chassis, but this was one of my dream cars, so I knew I had to scoop it at the time. I knew I wouldn't be able to get my hands on it now, so that's why I went with the S2000 dream car. We achieved that on the list. But now we have the JZX100. This car is known for drifting in the drift world in Japan, and we can potentially build this car into a drift car. Out of all the parts, first thing I'm going to show you guys is this one right here. It's the biggest one, and this was the piece that I needed the most. So some of you might be confused by this, but this right here is a center console for this chassis. I know I already have one, but there's a reason why I have this. All right, so as you guys see, this car is an automatic. This is the center console. With the automatics, you get a foot brake to use as a handbrake. You don't have the handle, so that's why I picked up this console. So I think this is a Series 1 center console, so maybe it's from a 96 to a 98. No, this is a 99. As you can see, the material here is a little bit different, the pattern on the cloth. So this one right here, you see the spot, it has a room for a handbrake. This is the cup holders. This one is a little better. You got a light in there. This one's a little bit more fancy, more plush, but this is necessary to do the handbrake conversion. Let me show you more parts. You go over here, you pick these two up, come back to the car. So luckily I was able to source a handbrake. This is necessary if you want to do a manual swap. So that's one of the plans for this car. I would love to have a manual swap. So we got the handbrake there. It goes right up in this center console, bolted onto the chassis. We got this right here as well. This is like the cable that connects to the handbrake, and that allows you to attach it to the brakes. So this is also super necessary in order to do the swap. Come back to the Christmas stash. You got this stuff right here. Let me pick this all up. Got some more stuff to go. So yeah, one of my plans for this car is to complete the manual swap. Luckily for Toyotas, they still sell the transmission brand new for these cars. So that's part of the reason why I picked this car up, because I knew parts were still available. Yeah, you can get a new manual transmission, slap it in here. And let me show you this part over here. This is also part of the conversion. So after you complete the handbrake swap, you're gonna have an empty spot over here with the foot brake. This will no longer be necessary. And if you want to do the swap, you're gonna need a clutch pedal. So that's what this over here is. This is a clutch pedal. So this clutch pedal that I picked up is literally brand new. Toyota still sells them. That's why I decided to buy it at the same time I got the car, so I don't have to worry about that. So over here we have another pedal. Yeah, so we got two pedals. One of them is the clutch, one of them is the brake. This is probably the clutch, seeing all these mechanisms. Because once you put the clutch here, this is too big. So the distance between the brake pedal and the clutch is going to be too close. So you need a smaller brake pedal. You can also just cut this in a square if you don't want to buy another pedal. But this was a whole set. I got it all together, brand new. So why not just cop the whole set, you know? This right here also came in the set. This is a dead pedal, and it has a spring over here. I don't know what the spring is for, but the automatic dead pedal is pretty big. The manual one is much smaller. So once you do the whole swap, you got everything to go with it. This was all in a set, like I said, brand new. I can't believe Toyota still sells this. If you pop open the engine, we'll go inside here real quick. This chassis, it already has a slot right here. This is for your clutch master. So when you put a clutch in here, you're gonna have to add a new clutch master cylinder, and that's where it goes. It already has the holes there, cut out, ready for you to go. And that's how you do the swap. So in terms of engine, lately I've been a fan of the inline sixes. So this is a 1JZ NA. So the plans for this is to take this engine out, sell it in favor for a 1JZ turbo, 280 horsepower, 280 torque. We want this car to rip, rear wheel drive, and that's part of the plans. Hopefully we can complete the swap. Let's go back to the stash over here, see what else we got. We got this plate right here, and got this one right here. So let's take a look at these. When you want to complete the manual swap for these cars, there's lots of miscellaneous parts you're gonna need. So this is some of them that you need. So the automatic, the chassis is completely different than a manual. So you have to make room for a manual transmission to fit in here. So one of the things you're gonna need is this thing right here. As you cut into the chassis, you wanna put this to cover. It's like a shifter plate bezel or cover or whatever. I don't know what to call it. And then you're gonna need this right here. I believe it goes underneath. You see the holes, the 4 holes line up, and then you can put your shifter right in there. Like I was saying, Toyota still sells these stuff brand new, which is pretty cool, even though this is an old car. So that's what sucks about this fall season. Already starting to get dark. Gotta put all this stuff away. I'm probably gonna continue this tomorrow. But there you have it. Those are the parts I picked up. I definitely had to make sure I secure the bag on parts because I know some of these stuff might be hard to find later on. So I had to scoop it right away, right now. And yeah, we'll continue this video tomorrow when it's brighter.
The next day.
Finally, it's a new day. It's bright. You can see the car now. Let's continue where we left off. So after seeing those parts, you guys have an idea of what's to come for this car. But for now, we're gonna keep it as a daily. We're gonna keep it simple everything works, the AC, the heater. We don't want to ruin it. But for now, let me talk about the things I can do right now. Let's keep it simple. We're gonna open the door. This is the interior. This is something I kind of want to update. I'm not really a fan of this beige and brown. The gray is fine, but I don't really like the beige. I'm gonna make some changes right now. Let's get started. So we got our trusty trim tool. Something that I've been itching to change is right here, the interior light. This light, doesn't really look that good. Let's go LED. We're gonna pop this out, just like that, and let's change it. So that one was super easy. Interior door lights are already done. So I know some people go crazy with the styling on these cars. Some people will do a blue light, green light, purple light. I know Mercedes comes with red, the GTR R34 is red, but if I want to change the style, maybe I'll change it up. I don't have the LEDs for the map light and the dome light yet, or maybe I have to find it. Might be in my house, but yeah. So for the interior, I also want to update this stuff. So as I was saying, I'm not really a big fan of this beige interior. The gray part is alright, but the beige just throws me off. I like the pattern of this cloth, but these carpets and the headliner, I think we need to change them. Some of you might know the Tourer V model of this car comes with the all black interior. It looks super fire. It makes the car look sporty. You can tell that those models are more sporty than this. This looks like a base. It's a regular JZX100. So I am thinking of buying the carpet upholstery paint. I think it's duplicate color that makes it. I'm thinking of buying the paint, dyeing these maybe black or gray. I don't know what color yet. I'm thinking of doing that. Obviously I can't do it now because it's getting colder. So when it gets warmer, maybe we'll dye the headliner in gray and black or black and get the carpets dark. So let me know what you guys think. Obviously we gotta slap some checkered mats in here, G Corporation. The steering wheel in this car also needs to go. My legs are still close to it. We need to get something smaller. I do love the wood grain, but we will see what we can do. Get something nice, short hub, quick release, and start this build. I can't wait, I'm excited. And then the last thing that I can do, so you can see the Mark II actually comes with a chrome trim all around the sides and also on the back here. But for this 30th anniversary, I think they added this extra chrome trim over here. I'm not really a fan of it actually. I think I want to delete it. I think I want to remove it. Probably gonna use a heat gun, melt this all off and get all the goo and everything off and then keep it clean. It kind of looks like there's a divider between the doors, and that's why I'm not really a fan of it. So let me know what you think. Should I leave it? Should I remove it? I think it'll look a little bit more cleaner if it was removed, but that's just me. But I do love the chrome bits on this car, especially this grille. Too fire. So there you have it. Those are the plans for the JZX100 Toyota Mark II. I'm excited. I can't wait to get started onto that car. I hate that it's fall season. Winter's about to come. We gotta take a break from the cars. But as far as the S2000 goes, the RPF ones are about to be for sale. Local only, let me know. Only used for 1 season. So over the winter, we're gonna make suspension changes to this car. We're gonna get it set up right, very functional. The new wheels should be here as well. And the S2000 will get a new look next year. So can't wait for that. Can't wait for the JZX100. Stay tuned for the future projects. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. You already know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Drop a comment, support the channel. I will catch you in the next one. I'm out. Peace.